my troopers hopping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers hopping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers.
I have a new chair. Yeah, it's a lawn chair. I may bring back the old chair, but it's all right, I guess. Old rocking chair. Can you guys hear me well? Also, peep my new hoodie. Can you see it? Can you guys see it? I hope you can. Anyway, hello, my name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka Chocolate Thunder with a Caramel Swirl, aka Black Lightning with a Peanut Butter Filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, aka Big Daddy Long, aka the Houdini of Sexy, aka the Shaman of Sexy, and so on and so forth. You all know the rest. I'm just a very handsome man. So now, I was going to get on here and talk about all of the offbeat shenanigans that's happening over in the big dub, WWE, and I was going to make a video on that, but something came along and snatched my attention away from me. So here we are. Now, if you didn't know, there is a new show out called Velma. It is a Scooby-Doo spinoff about the titular Velma, and it has been getting a lot of attention recently. So the show dropped this month. It has 2 episodes out right now, and if you've been on TikTok, you've probably heard of it, but it's getting dragged on TikTok. On my For You page, it seems like every other video on my For You page is talking about how bad the show is. I believe it has a 7% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it has a whopping 1.5 star rating on IMDb, which means it dethroned Dragon Ball Evolution, which has a 2.6 star rating, which means this show is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution. Now, and I just wanted to, let me adjust myself real quick, and I just wanted to get on here and say that they're right. Yeah, they're right. This show is bad. I haven't even watched the show yet, and I can tell how bad it is. I've watched a few scenes. I've watched people describe it on, like I said, on TikTok, and yeah, it's bad. It is very bad. And it's not just because of one reason, right? It's not bad because of one particular reason. It's bad for a whole host of reasons that I'm gonna go into shortly. But let me explain to you the sort of beginning stages of how this show came to be. Now, a few years ago, Mindy Kaling, or whatever her name is, Mindy, that South Indian chick from The Office, that chick, she announced that she's going to be making a Velma spin-off series. And she said it was going to be more of an adult take on the titular mystery gang. And when I first heard about that, I was like, okay, who asked for a solo Velma series? But whatever, I'll probably watch it, because I love Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo, you know? I'll probably give it a chance. Then I saw a few years passed and we saw the first images for this new Velma show, and it was jarring, to say the least. We found out that Mindy herself is going to be voicing Velma, and to do that, they decided to race swap Velma. She is now South Asian, and she has a darker skin tone, and people didn't like that. I, for one, see, I have mixed feelings about race swapping characters. Like, on one hand, I get the whole argument about keeping characters the way they are. I get that whole argument. If the character was portrayed a certain way, if a character was white for many years, then I get people wanting the character to stay the way they are, to stay the way they've been represented for years. But on the other hand, if that actor is good in the role, and the race swap doesn't, if the only thing changed about that character is their race, and everything else about their character stays the same, then I don't really mind that much. So I have mixed feelings about race swapping characters, and I didn't know how I felt about this, because on one hand, like I said before, Velma has been portrayed as a certain way for like 60 years, and to see her such a drastic change like that, I didn't know how I felt about it, but I was like, okay, whatever. In that image we saw, like we said, it's like they said, it's going to be a more mature. The image was Velma, and she's in like the girls' locker room, and it's just a dead body, so with blood and everything. So yeah, it was gonna be mature, but I decided again, like, okay, I just don't know how I feel about this, but I'll wait till it's out. I'll probably give it a shot when I see like a trailer or something. Again, a few more months pass, and the first trailer for Velma drops, and I could, from the trailer itself, just from the trailer alone, I could tell how bad it was going to be. Just from the trailer alone. So the trailer, it's basically Mindy. Mindy is voicing Velma, like I said. And from the trailer alone, I could tell you that Velma in this show is just going to be a Mindy self-insert. Like, Velma does not act like Velma in the trailer. Velma is literally just a self-insert of Mindy. So that was a dead giveaway. And they decide to dig a hole even deeper when they decide to get meta with things, because, there are people critiquing it, hating it, think it's gonna suck. And they decide to do this meta stupid thing where Velma in the show is saying like, oh, you're changing all these things, I hope you die, it's blah 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 blah. Basically making fun of all the people that are criticizing the show. And then they ended off this spectacular, oh so funny joke with Velma, I'm not even going to call her Velma, Mindy, saying, oh, well, at least the main character is still white. Now, off of that trailer alone, I could tell you how bad it was going to be. I knew it was going to be bad, so it was at that moment that I decided I wasn't going to watch it, because of how bad the trailer was. And I actually forgot about it, you know? I actually forgot about the show. My brain succeeded in making me forget about this dumpster fire of a show, right? But in the year of our Lord, 2023, Happy New Year's, by the way. We're only like a few weeks into 2023 and a whole lot of shit already happened, so I hope y'all had a Happy New Year's and a very Merry Christmas. But, in the year of our Lord, 2023, the show drops. And it is as bad as everyone says it is. It's just bad. Now, first of all, none of the characters act the way that they are. They changed everything about the characters. They made 3 of the characters. They race swapped Velma, they race swapped Daphne, and they race swapped Shaggy. And not only did they race swap them, they completely changed their personalities. Velma in the show, she's supposed to be like smart, a little cynical, right? In the show, she's rude, she's crass, and the one moment that solidified me not watching this, beside the trailer, was that I saw a scene, right, on TikTok that showed Mindy, I'm not calling her Velma, Mindy, asking Norville, more on him later, Norville, aka Shaggy, for answers on a math homework. This character, who's supposed to be Velma, the smart one of the group, the smart one, asking Shaggy for answers on homework. What? So, oh my god. When I watched that scene, I was like, what the hell is this? In what universe does Velma, again, the smart one of the group, ask Shaggy, this lazy, like, stoner guy, for answers on homework? Like, that made no sense. Like, oh my god. I'm starting to get heated already. So that part was stupid. They completely butchered Fred's character. Fred, he's supposed to be like the leader, the kind-hearted, heart of gold, golden retriever type character, right? In the show, they made him this man-baby rich kid, and I can already tell you, he's the only character that they didn't race swap. I can already tell you why, so they can make jokes about him. They can point at him and be like, ha ha ha, he's white. Because we all know that white people are bad, right? All white people are bad. So I can already tell you that they only kept him white so they could make jokes about him. And Daphne is Asian. She's this standard mean girl who's a drug dealer. What? And oh my god. Oh, what they did to Shaggy. So, Shaggy in this show, he's black. And they don't even call him Shaggy. They called him Norville, which is Shaggy's real name, but that is not Shaggy. That is not Shaggy. Like, he doesn't even sound like Shaggy. He doesn't look like Shaggy. That isn't Shaggy. That is a nigga named Lamar. That nigga's name is Lamar. That is not Shaggy. So for out this whole video, I will refer to him as Lamar, because that's not Shaggy, that's not Norville. That nigga's name is Lamar. So Lamar he's just Lamar. Like I said, he's just Lamar wearing Shaggy's clothes. Like, he acts nothing like Shaggy. He doesn't even eat a lot. Like, Shaggy's whole thing is that he loves food, right? He loves food. He doesn't eat as much as Shaggy does. And like I said before, Lamar is giving homework answers to Velma. What? Oh, God. And, Scooby-Doo, you know, Scooby, the character who's, you know, the character who this entire franchise is named after, you know, the mascot of this franchise. Yeah, he's not in it. He's not in it because apparently, Scooby having a talking dog would be too childish for the more adult-centered theme that they're going for. And I hear that and I laugh because Family Guy, right? One of, if not the most successful adult animated cartoon in history, prominently features a talking dog. So they just completely wrote Scooby out of the show, and like, it's just they took characters, right? Characters that we all know and love, characters who've been established for over 60 years, and they changed everything about them. Like, why? At that point, just make a new show. Just make a whole new show at this point. If you're gonna change everything about all of these beloved characters that we know and love, just make a whole new show at this point. It is unbelievable to me how badly they changed everything. Like, it is unbelievable. It's almost impressive how bad this show is. Like, you have to try to be this bad. You have to try to change everything, to fundamentally change everything in a worse way. Like, it is unbelievable. It is impressive, honestly. It is very impressive. Like, if you wanted to make a show, right, that's still in the Scooby-Doo universe, why not just do, like, have a new character be inspired by the Mystery Gang and have this character make her own group of mystery-solving teens and go out and solve mysteries? Like, I just thought about that off the top of my head. Like, why not go that route? Like, oh my god. And that's not even the worst part. The jokes are ass. The jokes suck. It's just, they try and get meta with it. They think they're more clever than what they actually are. Like, they try to be like, I think what they're going for is something like the Harley Quinn show, the Harley Quinn animated show, and what they're doing. Because I think they're going for like that, but the problem is, with the Harley Quinn show, in that show, yeah, the characters, all of their traits are turned up to 11, right? But at their core, they're still the characters that we all know and love. It's just that their traits are just turned up all the way to 11. This show doesn't get that. This show doesn't take all of Daphne's, Velma's, Shaggy's, Fred's. They don't take all of their traits and just turn them up to 11 like how the Harley Quinn show does. They just changed everything. And it just didn't work. Like, it's just not, it just doesn't work. I can't even, And the only good thing, the only decent thing about the show is the animation. The animation's not bad at all. And that's about it. Everything about this show is just a hot dumpster fire. And I've never preyed on the downfall of a show before until now. I hope this show gets canceled. I hope this show bombs. I hope this show flops. I hope that this show gets canceled after a few episodes. Fuck a whole season. I hope the show gets canceled after a few episodes, cause it's just that bad. Like, oh my god. I can't even words. I'm running out of words to describe just how I'm running out of words. It's just atrocious. It's worse than bad. It's atrocious. It's horrid. It completely slaps in every Scooby-Doo fan in the face. It takes the Scooby-Doo franchise, right? And it just kicks it in the balls, right? It just kicks it. It punches it. It gives it a Seth Rollins curb stomp, and then it takes a double barrel shotgun, right? It takes a double barrel shotgun and just blasts it. Blasts the Scooby-Doo franchise in the back of the head. And then once it's dead, they take it, they remove body parts of it, and they put it back together again like Frankenstein and call it Scooby-Doo when it's not. That's what they did to Scooby-Doo. Like, and it follows the trend of making all of these childhood shows, right? And just making it dark and adult for no reason. Taking everything that made that show charming and lovable, recognizable, and just ripping it. Just ripping it to shreds. They did it to Riverdale. They did it to Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They did it to Powerpuff Girls, and now they did it to Scooby-Doo. It's just, oh god. I don't even need to watch the show to give it my rating. No thumbs up and no J3 stamp of approval. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I give this show 2 thumbs down with a J3T stamp of disapproval. So congratulations, Velma. You made me create a negative rating. For the first time in, I believe, my whole channel's history, I gave a negative rating. 2 thumbs down, J3T stamp of disapproval. Do not watch this show. This show is garbage. Fuck this show. Fuck everybody involved in making this show. And especially, a special fuck you goes out to you, Mindy. that goes out to you. So don't watch this show. It's ass. Don't touch this show with a 10-foot pole. And, whew, okay. Glad I got that out of my system. Sorry that this video is a little more negative than usual, but I just really had to get that off of my chest. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really, 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 and I mean really like me, consider subscribing and ring that bell so you always know whenever I upload, because it's free. It's free. Don't be a dum-dum. Subscribe today. Deuces.